Hello everybody, this is Caesar 5.27, part 1 of 2, because 5.27 is a very long passage. Some context of this is the attacking Gauls just called the Romans to a talk at which they can settle their grievances, talk it out, just figure it out with words, be nice to each other. Let's dive right in. Mititer ad eos colloquendi causa Gaius Arrhenius, eques Romanus familiaris Quinti Tituri, et Quintus Iunis ex Hispania quidam, qui iam ante missu Caesaris ad ambio regem ventitare consuerat. Alright, let's dive right in here. Keep in mind everything in bold is a subject, not necessarily nominative, but some sort of subject. So, Gaius Arrhenius, a Roman knight, and this is not Knights of the Round Table or Knight in Shining Armor. This is a member of the equestrian order or commercial aristocracy of Rome. So, a Roman knight, friends with Quintus Titurius, and with him Quintus Iunis, a certain man or person is implied here from Spain, Quintus Iunis, who now on previous occasions, so already, he had been accustomed to go to Ambiorix at the sending of Caesar. So he already goes back and forth between Caesar and Ambiorix. These people are sent to him, to Ambiorix, for the cause of for the purpose of a conference. And so, as you can see, these people seem pretty, they have the credentials to be doing this, as this guy's already going back and forth to Ambiorix. So yeah. Apud quos Ambiorix ad hunc modum locutus est, sesse pro Caesaris in se beneficis plurimum ei confiteri debere. Alright. And in the presence of these men, of them, and that is those men who were referenced before, Ambiorix spoke to this mode, this effect. Basically, he said this. And what follows is a massive indirect statement of all the stuff he said. So you've got to remember to look for accusative subjects, infinitive verbs, subordinate clauses become subjunctive. You just have to keep in mind that everything that follows is within an indirect statement. The indirect statement goes to the end of 527, so just keep that in the front of your mind. He said that he confessed, that for in respect of the many benefits by Caesar on him, so all the benefits that Caesar bestowed upon him, so Caesar has a lot of benefits for him, he was in debt to him, to Caesar. So he confesses that he owes a lot to Caesar. Caesar's done a lot for him, and he goes on to talk about all the things that Caesar's done for him. Quod etius opera sterpendio liberatus esset, quod adduatucis finitimus suis pendere consuesset. So now he goes on to talk about the reasons that he owes Caesar so much. So that by his influence, by Caesar's influence, he had been freed, and liberatus esset is a, wait for it, a nominative singular masculine passive perfect subjunctive verb here. he had been freed from a tribune, which he had become accustomed to paying to the Auduatucis, his neighbors. So he has this neighboring tribe that is enforcing a tribute on him, and by Caesar's influence, he was freed from this tribute. Furthermore, quodque ei et filius et fratris filius ab Caesare remissi essent, quos Auduatuci obsidum numero missos apud in servitute et catenis tenuissent. Furthermore, that's not an actual word in the translation, but another thing that Caesar did, another reason, is that his son, Ambiorix's son, and his brother's son, Ambiorix's brother's son, had been sent back by Caesar to him, whom, so the sons were sent back, the sons whom, when sent in a number of hostages, they're sent back as a part of a contingent of hostages. The Auduatuci held among them in slavery and chains. So when the Auduatuci brought them back, it was seen that they weren't being treated well. So Caesar returned his Ambiorix's hostage children and hostage son and his brother's son, and saved them from some mistreatment. Neque id quod fecerit de oppugnatione castrorum aut judicio aut voluntate sua fecisse sed coactu civitatis. So another thing that Ambiorix said, it's good to insert "and he said" because it's easy to forget this is all part of that large indirect statement. So, and he said, he did that which he did. He did the thing which he did, and referring to the attack of the camp. So, regarding the attack of the camp, not by his own decision or his own will, and these are both ablative of cause, but not by his own decision or his own will, but by the forcing of the state. And coactu is also ablative of cause. So he's saying he didn't want to do this. He didn't do it by his own will. The state forced him when he attacked the camp. Suaque esse etius modi imperia ut non minus haberet juris in se multitudino quam ipse in multitudinem. So, add another. And he said, his powers were such a way, that result clause here, his powers were such a way that the multitude, the crowd, had no less power on him than him on the multitude. So he's saying, the crowd has just as much power over me as I have over the crowd. You can't blame me. Civitati porro hunc fuisse belli causam, quod repentinae gallorum coniurationi resistere non potuerit. to the state, and he said, to the state, moreover, this is dative, to the state, moreover, the cause of the war was this. That, the cause of the war was that the state, it, was not able to resist the sudden conjoining, the sudden combination of the Gauls. Id se facile ex humilitate sua probare posse, quod non adeo sit imperatus rerum ut suis copiis populum Romanum superari posse confidat. And he said that he would be able to prove this easily. So he'd be able to prove he doesn't have power easily from his own weakness. He'd be able to prove it with his own weakness. Because he is not to such a degree unskilled in matters. So he's not so unskilled in things that he's not so unskilled to, this is a result clause, ut opens up a result clause. He's not so unskilled to presume his troops would be able to conquer the Roman people. So he's saying he couldn't possibly have planned this attack. The people did it. And anyways, why would he plan this attack? Because he knows the Romans are too powerful to be beaten. He's not so unskilled. He would think he could beat the Romans. So he's kind of appealing to the Romans in this way. And that is where my section ends, but he continues to go on his speech, and you'll have to, I'm not going to spoil it for you, you'll have to wait and see. Alrighty, thanks for watching.